end of the month he'll do it. So when he says he'll do it,
मैच कहाँ नहीं था कुछ बोल रहे हो
At the end of 6 overs, Niagara looking at 66 runs with the loss of 1 wicket, and we have Braggy playing with a strike rate of nearly 170,
Mr.
scoring
Douglas,
33 runs of 18 balls.
great game.
New bowler Shashank coming into action. First ball short, played towards the point area by Prakash. Seems like a genuine leg spinner. Shuffled a little and picked up and whacked away across the boundary for a six. It's a great shot by Prakash. Tossed up a little and Praggy shuffles a little to move it off the boundary ropes. Third ball of the over. Slightly short again. Whacked away to the leg side. Pulled it towards the deep square leg area by Praggy. Easy singles, easy pickings. Well played towards the cover region by Sarang. Long stride forward, got to the pitch of the ball, playing it towards covers. Sarang playing a great support to Praggy. Praggy playing with a destructive strike rate of nearly 180. Shuffles again, swept it over the deep mid-wicket region for an easy single. Last ball of the over, 9 so far. Shot, shot, shot. Well played by Sarang over the covers for a boundary. He played this shot in the previous over as well. Seems like his forte. Bowler tosses it up and he leaps on the ball towards the cover region. One bounce to the boundary. Great shot there. With that boundary, it's the end of the over. Niagara Elites at 86 for 1 at the end of 8 overs. Bowler Amandeep coming back into the attack. Bowls the first ball as a short ball and then played again towards the square of the wicket by Praggy for a single. Short ball again towards the point region, played by Sarang. No run right there. Great fielding, great work by the point fielder.
The iteration.
Third ball of the over. Tossed it up again, played again towards the cover, towards the long off region. Sarang with his pickup shot, taking it for a single, gliding it towards the long on boundary. Sorry, the long off boundary. Shuffles and whacks it away for a six. It seems like that, and it is. Great effort by the fielder right there. Could have definitely stopped that from going towards the boundary. Great job by the fielder, however. He shuffles it over off the road. And that's where, with that six, Praggy completes his 50 runs of 26 balls, playing with a strike rate of 192. Pretty destructive right there. Shuffles again, leg side, wide ball. Big shuffle by Prakash. Walked nearly 2 steps towards the off, and still the bowler bowls to as wide to and down the leg. Praggy playing some golf right there. Oh, well bowled, well bowled. A little shorter. Missed the good length, I guess, but zipped through the wicket into the keeper's glove. Shuffles again, and again a similar kind of delivery. Praggy playing it a little cheeky and working it around the third fine, but unsuccessful right there. End of the over, Niagara moves to 95 at the end of 9 overs for the loss of 1 wicket. Shashank comes back into the attack. First over, he gave 13 runs. Let's see what he has to offer right now. Slight changes in the field by him. Getting the mid wicket towards short mid wicket. A pretty packed leg side boundary for him. Well bowled, tosses it up. Easy pickings by Sarang for a single towards the covers. Field set at this point is a deep cover, long off, long on, mid wicket, and a deep square leg. 5 boundary raiders. Shuffled again by Praggy, picks it up, and it's in the hands of the fielder at the boundary, a deep square leg. Brings Praggy's innings to an end, scoring 50 of 29 balls, playing a good innings. Could have gone over the ropes. However, that's a wicket. Niagara lose another wicket, and Praggy has to walk back to the pavilion. Niagara losing their second wicket, and Gurrik Ball, left-handed batsman, walks onto the crease. Pretty destructive batsman as well. Open stance. Let's see what he has to do. Ooh, well bowled, well bowled. Good ball to the new batsman walking in by Rajput. Fielding as a unit has been great. Straighter one, edges it towards the third man boundary. Goes for a 4 right there. Edge, and that's 4 runs. That's a pretty weird number right there. 420. Is that the number of runs he scored? Or is it something else? With that boundary, Niagara move up to 100 at the end at 9.4 overs. Another shorter one, played cheeky towards the leg side, steal a single. That's great running right there by Sarang, making that single possible. One more ball to go to the over. So far, Shashank has picked up 1 wicket and given 6 runs, and that to a boundary coming from an edge. Change in field, deep mid wicket moves for the right hand. Well bowled, well bowled. A genuine leg spinner, perfect length, could not be better. Had to be played by the batsman carefully, stealing a single, however. At the end of the over, it's 102 for 10. And Amandeep comes back into the attack. Seems like they've got a leg spinning unit. So far, 2 left-handers have bowled and 2 leg spinners have bowled. Are they gonna bowl any pacers in this bowling attack? Well bowled, gets a thick inside edge, moves towards the square leg region for a single. Bring in Guruk Bal, a relatively new batsman on strike. Played 3 balls so far. Oh, well bowled. It's pretty difficult for a batsman to bat from the media box end. The ball stays low for a left-hander and stays pretty much bounces for the right-hander. Swept, swept towards long on, and that's boundary right there. Tossed up, and Gorilla Ball dispatches it for a boundary towards the long on region. A desperate effort by the fielder right there. However, he couldn't make it in time. Some words from Sarang at the non-striker end. Shorter and played towards the point area for a single. Well cut there by Gurd. Sarang coming back on strike. Fourth ball. Well played there. A semi-full toss, you must say. And Sarang picks it to the mid-wicket area for a boundary. Bent down on one knee and dispatches it to the boundary fence. Pretty good batting right there for the Niagara Elites. Moving to approximately 2 boundaries and over, trying to maintain the strike rate and the run rate as well. Sarang played with a lower strike rate earlier when Praggy was playing a destructive innings, and now he's taken charge of the innings. Well bowled by the bowler right there. Seems like these bowlers are bowling the last ball of their particular spell pretty well. I think they should be maintaining the same length all throughout the 6 balls that they bowl. Shashank Rajput coming back into the attack with his traditional leg spin. Field for Sarang has been pretty much packed on the offside with 6 fielders on the off. Short ball went in a little quicker as he would have expected it. A little slower, and that would have been dispatched for another 6 by Sarang right there. However, Pragi also fell to the same trap that was sent by the bowler and was caught in the deep square leg region. Tossed up a little, played at the back foot, couldn't grab a single. 2 balls, 2 runs. Well bowled so far. Oh, well played there by Sarang. Tossed up, couldn't do much because there's a lot of protection towards the deep. Takes a single, moving the score to 116 for 2. The right and left combination has been pretty tiring for the fielders, moving from the left and right to the field. That's played short towards the fine leg region, gets a deep inside edge, does not come off the middle of the bat, but the batsman will be happy to grab 2 runs of that. 2 more balls left in the over. Gurikbal holding the bat as if it's a baseball bat, looking forward to dispatch some balls to the boundary. That's played hardly towards the deep covers, but all they get is a single. Last ball of the over. 1 ball to go. Some Arabic music playing in the background. Short ball. Dispatched it to the deep mid-wicket region for a 6 by Sarang. This is what he was trying earlier as well, but couldn't connect it. And now he has. Getting 12 runs of that over, moving Niagara to a score of 125 at the end of 12 overs. Niagara playing with a run rate of approximately 10 and above. There needs to be a change in the bowling attack, or else the batsmen are going to gobble on every opportunity they get to dispatch the ball towards the boundary. Windy, hitting it against the spin, and the wind for 6s is something that you can expect at NCC. Change in bowler. And Gyan Singh comes into the attack, bowling right arm around to the left-handed batsman, doing some initial warm-ups. Oh, I think he's a pace bowler. Finally, Doaba getting a pace bowler. Wide ball starts with a wide, down the leg side, well collected by the keeper, or else that would be a definitely boundary. That would be a definite boundary. 5 fielders outside, deep extra cover, long on, long off, deep mid wicket, and a deep square leg. Hit, short ball, hit towards the deep extra region, and that's boundary. That's 4 runs that Gurikbal picks from a short delivery. Some shenanigans in the background. Seems like a wedding. Well played. Pitched up towards the full. played for a single at the long on boundary. Well played by Sarang. A little short and played for a single. Bringing Gurlik ball back on strike. Seems like a wide, but played by Gurlik ball for a single at the point area. 2 more balls of this over. 8 runs given by Gyan so far. Ooh, that's a pretty tough call by the umpire right there. Giving it a wide. Seems like it went just above the leg stump. A little confirmation by the bowler. Played towards the covers, but no run right there. The presence of a fielder. Last ball of the over. Slower and picked by Sarang. Fielder under it. Ooh, drops the catch towards the boundary. And that goes for a 4. Great chase by the fielder to get that ball. But then sadly put down. Did all the hard work. But then he's got some butterfingers right there. Moves Niagara's score to 138 at the end of 13 overs, 13 runs coming off from that over by Gyan. Change in bowler. Kulvinder Singh coming into bowl, aka Gaggy. Right arm medium pacer, bowling right arm round to Gulripal. Well bowled in the block hole area. Scooped from the depth of the pitch by Gurikpal. Both the batsmen playing with a strike rate of 140 plus. Gurikpal. Again, same in the block hole, difficult to hit. Stealing 2 from that. Well run by Gurikpal. Great call right there. Making sure that they grab 2 runs of that opportunity. Two balls, 3 runs. Kulvinder Singh goes back to bowl his third. Ooh, inside edge. Missed the stumps a little and runs to the deep fine leg boundary. Stealing 3 runs, going for the third, and they made sure they got the third. And Sarang has been run out. Oh my god, it seemed like he gave up for that third run that he ran. Needed a breather, Gurikpal pushing him to his limits and couldn't make sure that he'd reach the crease. Getting out after running 2 runs, but then he's out in the end. Great throw by the keeper right there. Direct onto the stumps. Jayan walks into the crease after the dismissal of Sarang. Gurigbal being on strike. Football. Oh, an edged. Gurigbal was stepping down the crease to take charge. Bowler puts in a shorter one, gets the top edge. Above the keeper, runs to the fence for a boundary. Seems like a pretty fast outfield right here at NCC. Gloomy weather, forecasted rain, but the gods are favoring us today. Fourth ball, dispatched for a boundary. Fifth ball, let's see what the bowler has now. Gurigbal again stepping down the crease, whacked away for a boundary towards the deep mid-wicket region. 4 runs right there. Great show by Gurigbal right here. Moves his strike rate to 200. Playing the innings that he is sent here. Checking the field. Again ready with his baseball bat. And that's another whisker. That's another 6. And Gurigbal dispatches that for a 6 over the long off region. That's a great shot right there. Some great shots played by Gurigbal. Crazy batsman playing a destructive innings. Takes Niagara's score to 157 runs after 14 overs. Bowling unit thinking as to what are they supposed to do now. Whom should they be bringing on that could possibly get Gurigbal's wicket? Gurigbal needs a breather, I guess. There'll be short break in between the innings just to grab some water and get back the strength to whack the bowling across the park. 19 runs in that over by Kulvinder Singh. 19 runs. Gurigbal 34 of 15 with 5 fours and 1 6. This is the first ball that Jayan is going to face. And we have Gyan Singh who's coming back into the attack. Short ball by the bowler. Ball running to the boundary. Should be 2 runs by. No shot offered right there. Ducks a 6-footed batsman onto his knees. Great bowling by the bowler, showing his strengths. Ooh, that was a little full. He went for the harsh hit, but he couldn't connect that ball. If that would have connected, oh my god, that would have been a huge Huge 6. Bowled towards the leg side, flicked away by Jayan for 2 runs. That's 2 easy pickings, getting Niagara score to 161 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 14.3 overs. 3 more balls to go into this over. Gyan Singh giving 4 runs. However, 2 were by. That goes into the keeper's pocket. Pitched up. Jayan was looking to do the same thing earlier to the same ball, and now he dispatches that to the boundary over the deep cover region. Great batting array and great batting skills by the 2 batsmen right there. 2 balls to go in this over. Jayan has come with the mindset to go after the bowling and get the maximum runs that he could in the next 5 overs. Niagara playing it really well right there. 5th ball. Slower. Well read by the bowler. Well read. Jayan was walking down the stream, walking down his crease to make sure that he hits this for another 6. But the bowler rolling his wrist and fingers over that ball to make sure he would get no pace out of it. Jayan playing it towards deep point to get 2 runs. Last ball, well bowled by the bowler in the block hole, played towards the long off region by Jayan, stealing a single. Oh, that was some mishaps right there, taking 2 runs from a single. .169 at the end of 3 overs. 169 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of 15 overs. Niagara playing with a run rate of approximately 11 and over. Rakshit coming back with his right arm bowling. Shot, shot, shot. 1 bounce, deposit that to the boundary at deep extra cover. First ball, Rakshit being deposited to the boundary by Gurik Ball, taking Gurik Ball's score to 38 at the end of 15. Ooh, well bowled there by the bowler. Easy pickings, easy single. Getting Jayan back on strike. Jayan hitting 2 boundaries at the last over. Let's see, can he do that now as well?
4 and 1.
It is heard that Jayan loves playing spin bowling because he's a spinner himself. He reads the ball well. And that is absolutely true. He deposits that to the deep mid wicket for a huge maximum. Goes onto the gravel road. Must be approximately a 80-85 odd hard hit by Jayan right there. 6 runs. 11 so far of this over. Rakshit being one of the most expensive bowlers so far in this innings. 3.3 overs, 40 runs, 3 more to go, and Jayan on strike. A shorter one, played towards point, well fielded by the point fielder. Got a massive blow on his shin, must be hurting hard. Dot ball. Well bowled right there. Well bowled. Good call by the umpy. A sigh of relief for the bowler right there. Shuffles, plays it to the deep point, and that goes into 1, 2, and 3 bounces into the boundary fence. 10 runs in 4 balls. That's what the power of Jayan is. A 250 strike rate and putting Rakshit's 4-over spell at 44 runs with no wicket at all. Taking Niagara's score to 184 at the end of 16 overs for the loss of 3 wickets. Perfect lord-like conditions right now. Gloomy weather, overcast, lush green outfield. A green wicket to bowl it. New bowler Gyan Singh into the attack. 184 at the end of 16 for the loss of 3. Gyan Singh giving 23 runs for his 2 overs. Ball playing with a strike rate of over 200. Let's see what he has to do. Holding his baseball bat again. Leg side, slower ball. Wide. The umpire doing some exercise right there. Slower again. Towards the leg side. Could have been left and could have taken another wide. But then Ball had to play because he wanted to get 4 runs of that dirty ball bowled by the bowler. Taking it a single towards the deep square. Bringing the destructive batsman back on strike. Jayan playing with a strike rate of 200. First ball to Jayan in this over. Well played. Actually, well bowled. Well bowled. Knowing the capabilities of the batsman, the bowler using all his mental skills to make sure he twists and rolls his finger over the ball. Dot again and plays towards the deep cover for a single. The ball hitting the middle of the bat. That sounds so good. Ball facing Gyan Singh for the 4th ball of the over. Again, he's only bowling slower balls. I think the batsman out here will be contemplating on what is he supposed to do next. If he bowls another slower, is it going for a 6? Slower again, but gets bowled it outside off, hits the bottom half of the bat and goes towards the third man boundary for 4 runs. Ball moving to 44 runs of just 19 balls. 2 more balls to go into this over. 8 runs so far. Again, that's slower again. And he's only bowling slow balls in the last 6 balls that he's bowled so far, from which there were 2 wide balls. Was not able to connect it and deposit that for 6 runs. Gets 1 run and brings Jayan on strike. 193 for 3 wickets at 16.5. Short ball, outside off. Jayan walks 1 step down the crease and puts that to the deep cover region for just a single. Relatively good over bowled by Gyan. However, 2 wide balls kind of making this over a little expensive. 194 for 3 wickets at the end of 17 overs. What are we looking at? 3 more overs to go. Are we looking at a 225? Are we looking at a 230? Or are we looking at a 200? Is the bowling unit taking charge in the last 3 overs, or is it going to be the batting unit destroying the bowling unit? Let's see what we have in store. Kulvinder Singh coming back into the attack. Right arm medium pacer. The bowling unit realizing that Jayan is pretty good when it comes to facing spin as compared to pace. First ball, full, and 6 runs! Oh my god. And this is something that has already happened so far. We're looking at 6 runs, taking Niagara's call to 200 for 3 wickets at 17.1. The first ball of the over going for a maximum. Another one, short ball, but the fielder will just stand and stare. Short ball, Jayan pulls it for a 6 towards the deep mid wicket. 206, 2 balls, 2 sixes. Are we looking at a 6 ball, 6 sixes? Oh, now the bowler coming from wide of the crease. Another one. Oh, he puts in a skyer. Is that going to be caught by the keeper? And yes, it is. Easy pickings by the keeper. Ashmeet, the keeper, the man with the gloves, taking it an easy catch. Well played by Jayan right there, hitting 4 sixes, I guess. Or is it 3 sixes? I think it's 2 sixes and 2 boundaries for Jayan Anna. Walks in the captain, Mughis Mia. Known for his hard hitting, favorable region being the long on and the mid wicket region. If the bowler bowls in something on his legs, that is for sure gonna go for a 6. Let's see what Gaggy Kulvinder has to bowl to Gur Iqbal. 5 runs away from his half century. Is it a 6 or a 4? Oh, well played. Well fielded by the cover fielder. Single, taking Gur Iqbal to 46 at 21 balls and bringing Mughis on strike. 207 for the loss of 4 wickets at 17.4. 2 no balls to go into this over. 13 runs so far of it. Coming again, wide run up. And that is again a simple catch. Mughis had come in a mindset to hit, and then he comes and goes in a whisker.
Shashank?
Kavinderjeet,
The
Kavin,
the
Davinderjeet. Thank you so much, the scorer, for a correction right here. Davinderjeet taking in a catch at short mid wicket and walks in Ozair.
was it?
Gur Iqbal still on strike, still 4 runs needed for his half century. Will he be able to make sure that he gets it? Or are we looking at another wicket? Oh, well bowled. I think that was a great comeback by the bowler right there. Being deposited for 6 runs, 2 back-to-back sixes, and then picking 2 back-to-back wickets of 2 destructive batsmen right there. 207 for the loss of 5 wickets at the end of 18 overs. Great show by the bowler Kulvinder Singh. one relatively new batsman. Sorry for that. Bringing Gyan Singh back into the attack. Is it a good option? It's 207 for the loss of 5. Niagara looking to skyrocket to 225, hoping to get at least 20 runs of the last 2 overs, taking the target to a respectable 230. First ball by Gansing. Slower again, picked by Ozair, dispatched that to the deep point region for a boundary. I think Ozair has read the bowler pretty well before walking into the crease, knowing that he's only going to bowl a slower delivery to him, and ensuring that he stayed tight on his back foot, stayed calm, and played with the middle of the bat towards the deep point for 4 runs. 211, 4 runs, first ball. Deep square, deep mid, long on, long off, and deep extra cover. Short ball, deposited that for 4 runs. 4 runs by Ozair. Pulls it to the deep square leg region, taking 8 runs of 2 balls. Is it going to be a similar over as compared to the last, where two sixes were hit in the first 2 balls, and then the bowler takes a comeback by getting 2 more wickets, getting 2 bowlers, 2 good destructive batsmen back into the pavilion, and the scorer being a little hungry right here, eating a nice chicken shawarma, which has been sponsored by Sahara Shawarma. Oh, well bowled, and scooped out from the block hole by Ozair, and stealing a single right there towards the long off boundary. Some cheers from the Niagara camp. 9 runs of 3 balls, 300 strike rate. Are they going to finish the over with the same 300 strike rate? Are they going to lose wickets, or are they going to hit more? Gurick Ball running towards 47 runs at 23. Will he be able to reach his 50? 4 balls of this over have been completed. Ozair on strike, and another over to go after this. What do we see? Ozair taking his time, taking his guard, prepped up to hit that, but a fielder in the deep extra cover, just single and just one. Gurick Ball to face the last ball at 47 of 23. Is he going to hit a boundary and reach 50? Or is it going to be another single? That is played towards the fine leg region. Gurick Ball stealing 2, taking his score to 49 at 24 balls. Still maintaining his 200 plus strike rate. 49 at 24 balls. Kulwinder Singh comes back. Ozair on strike. Oh, hitting the top edge of his bat. Easy pickings by Kulwinder Singh right there. Make sure he steadies himself for the catch and grabs it with both his hands. An opportunity for him, relatively on a hat trick. .220. Niagara reaching the score of 220 5 more balls to go. Hasib Babar comes in strike. Good ball. Well done, Gurikbal. Well done. He reaches his half century with a 200 strike rate. That has been some destructive hitting and destroyed the bowling all across the park. 50 runs for Gurikbal like that. Raising his bat to the pavilion. Bringing Hasib Babar on strike to face the last 4 balls. Oh my god, that has been a relatively same story for all the Niagara batsmen except Gurikbal. 4 batsmen have been out by trying to go after the bowling and being caught within the 30-yard circle. 1 at mid wicket and 3 towards the short extra cover region. 4 wickets, the same way. All I would do is play that on repeat, and I would see 4 batsmen walking back to the pavilion. Ishan walks into the crease to support Gurikbal for the last 3. Gurikbal again tries to whack it towards the deep square region. However, gets a top edge over the keeper's head, stealing 2 runs of this over. And this has been a pretty good over. I think Gaggy Kulvinder Singh has got a great comeback since the past 2 overs. 2 more balls. We need a boundary. Come on. And he gives that to us. He gives a 6 to us, in fact. It goes for 6 runs over the deep square region. Well played, Gurikbal, taking charge of his innings. Pitched up by the bowler and whacked towards the deep square for a 6. 229. What we predicted. Is it going to be a dot? Or is it going to be another 6? Of course, it's the last ball of the innings. It's going to go either one way. Is it going to be a 6? Or is it bold? Let's see what we have. Last ball of the innings. Full and in the block hole. Trying to grab 2 runs. Good throw by the fielder right there. Close to a run out, but no. Ishan, young legs, making it into the crease and taking 2 runs off it. Bringing the innings total to 231 for the loss of 7 wickets at the end of 20 overs. And Doaba CC has 232 chase. A mammoth total right there. Doaba will have to go with approximately 11 runs, as 11.5 in fact, as their run rate to make sure they clinch onto this winning total of 232 that has been set by Niagara CC.